In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how I customize my lace front wigs to look more realistic by dyeing the roots of the wig. Stay tuned! I'm using the pole that goes to my dress form to hold the foam head as I style the wig. There are a number of markers you can use to darken roots to a wig, like Sharpie, Copics, Prismacolors, and other alcoholic-based markers. Permanent markers bond better to synthetic strands. If you're working with a human hair wig, all you have to do is use regular hair dye. If you'd like a less permanent dye job, you can use rinse-out products like tinted hair mousse and root touch-up powders. This particular lace front was purchased from eBay and will be for my Dolores Abernathy costume from Westworld. For this particular wig, the one-tone brown you can find with a Sharpie was far too red, and my Prismacolor that I usually use for blonde wigs was dried up. But I knew I had synthetic brown RIT dye on hand, so I boiled some water and mixed 1/3 of a cup of water with 1/3 of a cup of the dye. With a flat detail brush, I start brushing the dye onto the hair strands. I use a wide tooth comb to comb out the hair and the end of a teasing comb to separate the hair. Once I'm done with one section of the hair, I use the end of the teasing comb to pick up a track section and place it on the other side of the head. To keep everything in place, I clasp the excess hair with a hair clip. I coat the underside of the strands as well as the top of the new set of tracks to have an even more realistic color. I have a spray bottle filled with water to lighten any dyed spots that are too dark before the dye sets in. I also keep a damp towel to wipe away the excess. Continue this process through every track that you need dyed on the wig and onto the other side of the head. I focused more color towards the front of the wig and not as much in the back to mimic the hairstyle I needed for my particular costume. I use a blow dryer to further lock in any color with heat and to dry any wet spots. Once everything is dry and set, I want to further customize this lace front by taking out some hair on the sides of the head. Make sure you try on your wig before you do this step to make sure that you can take out hair without exposing your actual hairline. I section a piece of hair off about 2 inches from the crown part and use clippers to cut as close to the lace as possible without cutting the actual lace. I repeat this process a little further down towards the ear. Using tweezers, I gently pluck at the tiny hairs left over. You can actually do this to the very front of the entire hairline, as it will give the illusion of baby hairs. Line up where the hair was taken out and repeat on the other side. Using a wide tooth comb, I make sure to get out any tangles and smooth the wig completely out before styling it any further. Always brush synthetic wigs from bottom to top. I have a great pair of Conair hair clippers that I use for wigs and real hair. I'm sectioning off the pieces of hair that are just in front of my ears and trim them for curling. To change the style of heat-resistant wigs, you can use a number of curling or flat irons on a lower temperature. Sometimes wigs won't curl completely with these tools, and this wig was no exception. So when that happens, I fall back on wet setting with foam curlers. For my wig, I'm only curling the sideburns and the very ends of the hair. You can take the curlers all the way to the crown if you need a super curly hairstyle. Once all the curlers are set, I boil a pot of water and pour the water all over the curler portion of the hair. I let this dry for a full day before removing the curlers. I separate the curls by hand and use a fiber hold paste to give them a gentle hold and to help them not to tangle. For further hold, especially for flyaways, after I set the hairstyle in the wig, I use extra hold hairspray. Any brand that you like works. And with that, my wig is styled. I hope this helps all your lace front wig styling needs. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See you next time!